What's up, everyone? It's Adrian from Adrian's Awesome Accumulation, and today we're going to be taking a look at this Shining Frost action figure from 9 Realms. So before we get a look at the figure, let's take a look at the box. Alright, you guys, let me move her back a little bit. Alright, here we have the box. As you can see, there's character artwork of the figure right there, and it looks like she's some type of android or cyborg or whatever. But yeah, here we have the Shining Frost right there. We have 9 Realms, and then we have the window package where she came from. On this side, we have not much, just a continuation of the front artwork right there. On the back here, we have some cool poses that we can get the figure in. As you can see, she's like, it says Extreme Girls, so she's like probably like a sporty type of chick right there. And then on this side, we have more artwork, a different type of artwork. That looks pretty cool right there. And on the top, we just have Shining Frost again with the same artwork that was on the side. On the bottom, same thing. All right, so there's the box. Let's take that out of the way, and let's take a look at the action figure here. All right, so here we got her, and I gotta say she looks pretty cool. I mean, really cool design. You know, she's like kind of like this sports. You know, like, yeah, how do you say that? Like sporting people, like, yeah, like you know, like a sports person type of girl. Like yeah, she's into like extreme sports and stuff like that. She's a skier, so yeah, but like an android or cyborg type of skier, because you know, here's her stomach right there. You can see it's see-through, and you have like a mechanical spine right there. And then her legs are mechanical right here. And it's cool because it's made out of like this like metal. So that's pretty neat. You know, I've never had a action figure that did that before. And that looks good. All right, so let's take a look at the articulation. You have the arms. You can see they go all the way around. They come up to a T-pose because this part right here kind of hinders it. But like if you want to go further, you know, you can have her like that. And then, you know, there's got that. And she does have a single bend, but you know, it does go it goes up pretty high, so it's decent enough. It's not double jointed, but it's single, but you know, you get some pretty good range right there. And then we have the wrist again, like a normal wrist, like all action figures. Got rotation there. She doesn't got any butterfly joints, so she's gonna be able to go like this. Like she's not gonna be able to cross over to, you know, like her hands are not gonna be able to cross over, which is kind of like just kind of disappointing. But you know, there's that. And then let me get her arms up again. She does move at the chest right here at the very top, as you guys can see. And then, but like, she moves down that far, that back, so not a lot. And she moves to the sides like that. And then over here on like on her actual waist, she can move to the right and to the left and not back at all, and a little bit forward. But like on the legs, you know, she can move down that far, you know, and look back that high. And for the head, she can look up that high, which is actually pretty good. She can look down a lot. She does tilt her head, can swivel, you know, and she does turn around. I mean, she can go all the way around, but this part is gonna like hinder that a little bit. But yeah, the only thing about the head for sure is that the faceplate seems a little loose, so it does come off, you know, rather easily. But like once you put it on there and stuff, for the most part, it stays on. And her ponytail right here is on a ball peg. You can get it looking up. You can rotate it down. You could kind of turn it around, and then get it looking to the side, right? So yeah, so you can articulate this pretty in any way you want her hair, her ponytail to be at. So that's good. And then let's take a look at her legs here. Her legs, she can kick up that far forward. She can kick back like that, so not a lot on the back end, but a lot on the front end. The splits, that's about as far as you can go, because these these little parts right here on her legs kind of like stop her with this, you know, like the plastic piece up here. But yeah, but she can rotate right here at the thigh, so that's good. And then she does have a double bend at the knee, so that's also good. And at the foot, she can bend that far back, she can bend that far forward. This little piece, you know, is articulated and moves forward to get her foot even higher, you know, and then back. And then she does have articulation at the toes right here, but she does not have a swivel or an ankle rocker. So that's kind of bad, but like it's because of like this metal piece right here. But yeah, that's pretty much the articulation for this action figure right here. And we'll put her down and also show you the accessories she comes with. All right, you guys, here we are back with the accessories. Let's start off with the hands. All right, so she comes with two kind of grabbing hands for holding her pistol that she comes with, but as you can see, that's not on the trigger, so it's like about to pull the trigger. But these are the gun holding hands that she comes with. So there's those. Then she has like two about to like grab hands or something like that. So there's these ones. Nice. And then of course the classic two fists hands right here. And then we got two grabby hands right there, and this is for like to hold her like when she's skiing, to hold the two like I don't know if like the ski poles, I guess they're called. I'm not sure, but yeah, they got those right there. And then she does come with this cool little pistol right here. It's black, and you can see some orange coloring right there, and then gray for like where the bullets go. So that's nice. That's pretty neat. Cool looking gun. Got this little clip down here. Really nice. Yeah, cool looking little pistol. And then we have a different waist piece right here, you know, so like if you don't want that clear one that she got right there with like the spine, which I think it's like a lot cooler, but if you don't want that, you got this like kind of just normal looking one right here, just like a bodysuit type of piece, so like you can switch that out. That's neat. And then we got her face plates right here. Oops, drop that one. But yeah, so you can have like this kind of like, you know, serious kind of sullen face right there. And then the eyes are movable, as you guys can see. And we got that this little white piece right here. So you just stick that in like so. And then yeah, you guys can see the eyes move, so they are articulated. So that's pretty cool. So we got that white piece for the key for the eyes, and then we got this, yeah, it's kind of like mean face. Now she's like crooked eyed. But we got that faceplate. We got a second one right here, which a more smiling one, so like kind of happy looking. And then you can see like the blush right there behind beneath her eyes. So that's pretty cool. Good bait work on the faceplates. And then of course the one that I put on her for this segment, as you can see, like this like surprise face and stuff like that. So yeah, 3 faces in total. And then we got like these different hair pieces. We got this one with the glasses up here, although mine's tend like the glasses tend to come off, so I'm probably gonna have to glue this on because it does fall off quite frequently. I don't know if this is a problem on all of them or just on mine, but like yeah, so like at least on mine this comes off quite frequently, so I'm probably gonna have to glue this part on. But I don't know if it's gonna be a problem throughout like all the action figures, but like yeah, so we got this one with the glasses up here on her forehead. We got this one right here with the glasses, you know, like right there on. So like you put this like on the faceplate right there, and yeah, she'll have the glasses on, so that's pretty cool. And then of course we got just the normal one with just her hair right there, which I have on her. And then we got 2 of these, you know, ski poles, I'm guessing that they're called. I'm not sure what they're called, but yeah, you got this like cool little orange thing right here, you know, so that's pretty neat. And then you got like orange coloring with the white up top right there, and then you know the bottom right there. So she comes with 2 of these. You can have her grabbing both, you know, how to get her in some cool ski poses. And then of course 2 of the skis right here, and these look Pretty awesome. You can see the coloring right here, black with like orange, like like it's kind of like paint splattered kind of look. So that's pretty cool. You can see right there on the back, right here it says shine, and you got some kind of like cool little symbol right there in orange in the front and on white on the bottom. So that's pretty neat. And to get these on, you actually remove, wait, this piece right here. Let me see. There's one that I removed already, so it's gonna quite. Okay, yeah. So you remove this piece, and then this piece right here. You can see like these little indentations in the bottom. You just push that out, and then yeah, it should come up. There we go. And then just put this on her foot, like so. And then, oops, I don't know why that came off, but just put that, let me see, put that back on, and then put that back on here, and then get this piece back, and put that on like so, and then she's locked into her ski. And you do that for both. So there's that. You can see right there. All right, so that's the accessories. Stick around and I'll show you some few poses. Pose 1, new body, new legs. Pose 2, heart hands. Pose 3, sneaking suspicion. Pose 4, smooth skiing. Pose 5, pro skier. All right, you guys, there's the review for the 9 Realms Shining Frost Pro Skier done and complete. And before I forget, this stand that I have her on also comes with the figure. I forgot to mention that in the accessories. So yeah, it has this metal rod and you can like move it in a couple of different ways to get the cool poses, and it does hold her up. So with all that, like her skis and all that stuff, it makes her heavy, but it holds her up. And also the cool thing about it is that it's also a compartment for the accessories. So you can take this lid off right here, and then you can put like her hands and stuff in there, and then you can cover it. So that's pretty cool. So like it's a cool place to like hold your accessories and stuff like that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this review, and if you guys did, please leave a like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. God bless, and bye.